All right. All right. Let's post the link for the people on Twitter. Got a couple things. Want to chuck it back. It's going to get spicy. It's going to be an I told you so moment. Maybe one or two. Boxing Tawks. Let me post this for the people on Twitter. And the first thing I wanted to get off was Amir Khan Kelbrook. One thing I was right about, one thing I was wrong about. I was right to assume that the fight would land on Sky. Those of you that have been following the channel the last 12 months, you heard me say this plenty of times that in all likelihood the fight's going to end up on Sky. It's not going to be on the zone, I don't think. And I was right to assume that, though the reason I assumed that I was wrong about that was Goody Mark, was goody Christopher, was goody Sergio, was goody Ringside, was goody Ivor, was goody DLG, Felipe, que lo que, Porchek. And I was right to assume that that the fight would end up on Sky. But what I was wrong about was why. I thought that Eddie didn't want the fight. Apparently, he did try to get the fight. He did put in a bid to do the fight on the zone, but they decided to do the fight on Sky. I can only speculate that they feel it might do better commercially on Sky than it would on the zone because on Sky it'll be a pay-per-view, whereas on the zone they'll probably get a flat number for the fight. Maybe that's why they did it that way. I don't know that the pay-per-view option was thrown around, but one way or another, I was right to assume that the fight would end up on Sky, but I was wrong about the reason because apparently Eddie did want the fight. Now, what everybody has on their mind right now is Teofimo Lopez. And I'm not trying to kick that man when he down because he going through a lot. He going through a divorce. He just got his ass beat in front of everybody. They took his belts. In a year's time, the highs and lows in boxing can be very dramatic. And I've maintained, this is the I told you so movement that I've been telling you guys about. I've maintained that the way this situation was managed, it was mismanaged because there's no reason in the world that this little fight, it wasn't a big fight, it was just a mandated title defense, that's all it was ever intended to be. There's no reason it should have took this long, especially for a fighter who was already saying before he fought Vasyl Lomachenko that he wants to move up in weight because it's getting harder to make 135. If you and your people and your dad and David McWater, if they know that, why they got you sitting at 135 for over a year after you fought Vasyl Lomachenko? What was on their brain? Were they operating with your best interests in mind? And I said that in many videos, that one thing you got to look out for is that he's saying that he caught COVID. That's one thing. On top of that, he was already saying it's hard to make 135 before he even fought Vasyl Lomachenko. And that was a year ago, over a year ago now, right? So if it was hard then, how much harder is it going to be a year after that? And I had a lot of people on Twitter, on here, right here on YouTube. Whenever I would make a video about it, oh, you a hater, you a hater. He trying to get at the bag. He tried to get at the bag. Now look what happened. Look what happened. Didn't I say that was a stupid fucking idea? Y'all seem to didn't I say it's a stupid fucking idea? It shouldn't take this long. This is an ordinary situation. It was an ordinary fight, and you should have let Top Rank do it. Because if you let Top Rank do it, it wouldn't have took a year to get it over the line. It would have been a matter of months, and it would have been closer to the Vasyl Lomachenko fight, and it wouldn't have been as hard to make the weight. But look what happened. And now look what the dad's saying. Look what the dad's saying. This is the I told you so moment. Teofimo Lopez Sr. I should have stood with Top Rank. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But no, I'm a hater, right? I'm a hater. Cause I said, yo, y'all should have let Top Rank do the fight. I should have let Top Rank do the fight. Y'all chasing a few mil off the top. You don't know what that's gonna cost you. You don't know what that's gonna cost you. You waiting a year for IBF mandatory because you want a little bit more bread? What did I say? They should have let Top Rank do the fight. I know it wouldn't have been for as much money, but you would have got it done and you would have gotten it over with, and you probably wouldn't have lost because everybody knew. Kambosos knew. Kambosos' father knew. He said it after the fight, and I posted it here on the channel. He said it after the fight. Yo, he had a hard cut. He was drained. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yo, if they wait too long to do this, man, this kid's already struggling to make 35. He's already struggling to do that. So if you wait too long to do the fight, what effect is that going to have on him? Ashley was good. Bigger loss than Mike versus Bucks? Nah, it's not a bigger loss. That's as far as the odds makers and the bookies, that is the biggest recorded upset of all time in boxing. Shout out to Liam Rockwell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the reason that I feel it necessary to highlight this I told you so moment is because of these idiots that love arguing shit that they don't understand because they dick riders. And these is the kind of people that you don't want around you. You don't want nobody just being around you thinking everything is good and everything is great and every decision is right. No, it's not right. It's not right. It was a stupid fucking decision. And I don't actually know that you can even blame Teofimo so much as the people that are around him because it's clear what his father had in his mind. It's clear what David McWater had on his mind. It's clear. Y'all wasn't thinking about, yo, maybe we need to do this sooner than later because he's struggling to make 135. That's not what y'all was thinking about. Y'all was thinking about this. Y'all wasn't thinking about him. Y'all was thinking about this. Oh, yeah, because we going to let it go. I let it go to purse bid then. Let it go. And it went to purse bid, and you wasted all that time with Triller just for it to end up going to Matchroom towards the end of the year. But now it's been a year since you fought. It's been over a year since you fought. Can you make 135? Can you do that? We see what they saying. We see what they saying. I hope Alexis is out there because I want to chop it up with him about it because me and him and Drew, shout out to Drew, we maintain this shit, same energy. Yo, this is a bad idea. Fighting George Kambosos should not cost you a year. This is an IBF mandatory. This is not a huge fight. You should do this as soon as possible, get it over with so you can have a bigger payday at the end of this year. Nah, short game versus long game. Haven't I been saying that the whole time? Short game versus long game. Yeah, short game, you'll get a little bit more money for Kambosos, but look at what it costed you. Look at what it costed you. Now, if these idiots would have knew then the way I seen it, they're like, yo, this could go bad. And shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing because we discussed this last week. I ain't no bullshitter. I ain't no Monday morning quarterback. He asked, are there any potential banana skins that could happen at 135? And I said, I don't know. I really don't think so. But if I had to guess, the fight that I see that has the potential to be a banana skin is Lopez versus Kambosos because it's been a year since this kid had to make this weight. And he was already struggling to make it over a year ago. Didn't I say that? Ain't I been saying that? But for all them idiots and fanboys, I hope y'all got what y'all wanted. That buds for y'all. Pull check boxing says his dad was too busy having his face buried in the camera trying to be a star to worry about something, but now it's the zone's fault. It's the stupid, goofy shit that I be talking about all the time. These cats, now do you understand when I say that they don't see the forest for the trees? They don't see it. Like, yo, you don't see that this is a bad idea? You don't understand that? Do you think that fighting an IBF mandatory should take a year when you the one that's struggling to make weight? He's good. He can make it just fine. But can you do that? And when I said, yeah, you're going to get a little bit more money off the top, but look at what it costed you. Before, I felt that all it costed him was time. Now I see it costed him more than that. And I feel bad for him because it feel to me like he don't got the right people around him. They don't care about him. That's what I see. They don't care about him. Your dad, he trying to be the star. He trying to be the Diddy of the shit. Like, Brody. Kenny Porter don't do all that extra shit. He don't. He'll say what he gotta say, but he not trying to monopolize the camera time. And you can see that shit. Anatoly Lomachenko, when you ever seen Anatoly Lomachenko trying to crash the party that much? There's father and son duos in the sport of boxing. Some are more cohesive than others. But this cat trying to be Diddy. Let your son shine. It's not about you. It's not about you. He one of those. He one of those. Yeah, you gotta argue. What you mean I should have fought? That tell you everything you need to know in the verbiage. If you good at reading people, that tell you everything you need to know about what's going on. What you mean I? It ain't no motherfucking I. It's he. He is fighting, not you. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't even giving him good advice in the corner. Where, what happened to Joey? I bet you it would have been different if Joey would have been in the corner. But what happened to Joey? Joey Gamache, what happened? Allegedly, that would be huge in Australia. Liam Rockwell says, we know Top Rank would have robbed George on the cards. Now, this is what I'm gonna say, Liam. Maybe you're right. Maybe they wouldn't have had to. Maybe you're right. Maybe they would have robbed him on the cards. Or maybe they wouldn't have had to. Now, I respect the hell out of George. I won't take nothing away from his victory. There are no excuses to make for Teofimo Lopez. None. So George is a centered guy. You could see that. And what I hope is that he handles this victory better than Teofimo, because you could see, and everybody's seen it from the get. They're like, yo, your head getting too big, my guy. Why you want big money for a fight that we all know is not a big fight? And you still gonna have stubborn, stupid motherfuckers that won't admit, yo, y'all wrong. Y'all was wrong. Y'all was the ones celebrating that purse bid. What did I say? Yo, if Triller put up $6 million, do you know what that means? That means they're going to do this as a pay-per-view and not but a few weeks later. That's not pay-per-view worthy. I ain't paying for it. But I'm like, hold up. Y'all the same cats that was celebrating when they won the purse bid. If you put up $6 million for a fight like that, how do you imagine they're going to get it back? I know how off top they're going to charge me and you for the fight. That's how they hope to get the money back. And I knew then. That fight is not pay-per-view worthy. It's not that I don't like George. It's not that I don't like Teofimo. It's that I know you broke motherfuckers not going to buy it. I might buy it, but y'all won't. Just like the Crawford fight. Yeah, I said it then. I said it over a year ago in the thick of the pandemic. It's not that the Porter fight is a bad fight, but look at who's asking for it. The cats that's asking for it, they ain't going to buy it. I might buy it, but they won't. And what you see, 135,000, 190,000. Bro, that ain't the fight. The fight is the Spence fight. The one that you don't see them asking for, that's the one that'll do 300, 400,000, but you don't see them asking for that. They ain't going to pay for that neither, by the way. It's just I know how to pay in public move. If you want to get attention to the welterweight division, you don't keep giving them substitutes. You give them what they ask for, because business is all about supply and demand. You supplying shit that ain't nobody demanding except motherfuckers that don't buy fights. Que lo que, Lucia? Que lo que? T.O. Ego got him. T.O. Ego got him a loss. Ring IQ strikes again. Funny thing is, the fight turned out to be better than a lot of... I agree. As far as the aesthetic of the match, excellent. Drama, back and forth, memories, history for Australian boxing. History for Australian boxing, which I'm happy for them because they show up and show out for their fighters. Not like these broke motherfuckers here stateside got to spend all day on Twitter talking about fights and fighters and pay-per-views they don't even buy. Fights you don't go to, fights you don't buy at home, for subscriptions you don't have. Be quiet. Your opinion don't matter if you're not paying. If you're not paying, your opinion don't matter. Motherfuckers think that because they got an opinion, hey, but no. Your opinion is only valid in this conversation if you are a consumer. If you are not a consumer, we don't need to know what you think. It's a reason that there are several markets around the world that are starting to flourish in the sport of boxing while the American market is dwindling. You can't listen to broke motherfuckers on Twitter. You can't listen to them people, man. Don't listen to them. Those is the people that'll tell you, yeah, yo, hold out for more money. Hold out for more money. Bob is cheap. Bob is this. Bob is that. No, Bob motherfucking knew. Bob knew. We need to get him out there quick. Let's get this Cambosos fight out the way, because this is not a big fight. Let's get it out the way. It shouldn't cost a lot of money. Shouldn't take a lot of trouble to make. Let's do it. Set something big up for later in the year. Nah, y'all don't want to. No, he got to get what he worth. Broke motherfucker. You don't know what he worth. You know how you don't know? Because you don't buy shit. That's how you don't. That's how I know you don't know. How you going to talk about what a fight is worth when you don't pay shit for fights? When you watch fights on a Fire Stick or crack streams, you don't pay for none of that. I got to, a day I got to, because the shit that I took for saying what I said, and I said it then. Go back to all the Teofimo Lopez, put it in the search bar. Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, Triller videos. You're going to see me saying everything I'm saying right now back then. And the only thing that I didn't know was that it would be this bad, that it would be this big of a train wreck. I feel for that kid because he got the wrong people around him, and it's these yes men, goofy motherfuckers that like, bro, do you even balance the budget in your home to be assessing this type of shit? Do you even normally deal in these dollar amounts to be trying to understand this shit? Because there's a lot of motherfucking $5 ass motherfuckers trying to talk about, like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. Shit is fucking wild out here. I said it was a bad idea then. I said, why y'all celebrating? If Triller puts up $6 million for that fight, don't you know that means it's going to be a pay-per-view? Now, if it's a $3 million fight or a $2 million fight, we get it on ESPN, where it should have been at that time. We get it, regular fight, no additional charge. But you idiots can't see. If somebody comes in and they put up $6 million, bro, that's a pay-per-view. Now, ask yourself, did you want to pay that? I know what everybody was saying at the time. These idiots coming in here trying to wag their finger in my face in the comment. Oh, you a hater. You a hater. I'm a hater. I'm a hater. How I feel, man? Was it worth it? You got a cat in David McWater that told Charles Conwell to pull out of a card that he was supposed to participate in, right? He pulls out of that card because David told him, yo, I'll get you a spot on the Lopez versus Kambosos card. That got delayed and got delayed and got delayed and then went to Matchroom. Did Charles Conwell fight on the card on his own? No. That's the kind of advice that Teofimo's getting. That's the kind of advice. That's what Charles said. He told me to pull out of this card so I could be on the Lopez card. But the Lopez card ended up not happening. And it got delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. And then it ended up on Matchroom. And when it ended up on Matchroom, did Charles Conwell get the fight? I didn't see him. I didn't see him. I seen Ogawa. I seen Christina Cruz. I seen Ramla Ali. But I ain't see Charles Conwell. Now I'm going to open the conversation up to the panel. Tone, you got to get in on this shit. Got to get in on this shit. We on fire tonight. We going to talk a lot of shit. Make a lot of people feel stupid. That's what we going to do. Because motherfuckers like to act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you keep seeing it happen. Keep seeing. Yo, look, when Wilder got his ass beat last year, when I was still doing the Facebook things, I posted a video on Facebook. And I'm like, look, I don't want him to fight Fury again out of mercy. Out of mercy, I don't want him to fight Fury again because he's just going to get his ass beat again. You fast forward a year, Glovegate, this, that, AJ, Usyk, fuck it, right? All of it, right? You fast forward a year, what happens? He get his ass beat again. Why did you think it was going to be different the third time out? Why would anybody have thought that? I'm telling you, yo, he don't need that third fight. He going to get his ass beat again. Here we are. I said, look, Terrence Crawford, he'll stop Sean Porter. I know that. I know that. Nah, Porter too strong. Nah. Porter never been stopped. Nah. So when the fight happens, what happens? You get stopped. Whether it's a corner stoppage, referee stoppage is a stoppage, you dumb motherfucker. And I said he going to get stopped. Ain't that what happened? So you dumb fucks can make excuses afterwards. So you could look like you knew some shit. Stop talking. That's why you should. Don't talk to me. Talk to each other. Don't talk to me. About to get this chit chat popping in the motherfucker. That Jay in the motherfucker.
Yo.
John in the motherfucker. Country in this motherfucker.
Party over here.
Yo. What up?
Goofy motherfuckers make me mad because I'm like, I don't like being that. Yo, who mic is fucked up? If your mic fucked up, sort that shit out. I don't like that shit because it's like I'm not trying to tell you that I'm right about everything. I'm not right about everything. I was wrong about Eddie, right? I was wrong. I thought he didn't want to fight. the Khan versus Brook fight. Apparently he did, but it still ended up on Scott, which I was right about, right? What I'm saying is the way these cats try to tell me shit is wild. Like, yo, you don't see this shit, that this is a bad idea? In hindsight, AJ, was it a good idea for them to wait this long to fight George Kambosos? What say you?
No.
No. Right, DLG. In hindsight, were they right to wait this long to do the fight?
Oh, hell no.
Motherfucking E-Son, were they right to wait this long to do this fight?
Absolutely not.
It's a lot of stupid shit in boxing. Mostly American shit, if I'm gonna keep it real. I don't see a lot of other motherfuckers saying the level of stupid shit that the American like, what is wrong with a lot of you motherfuckers? Are you retarded?
Because, like, Ray, you know what the saving grace is with this victory? I think George will actually have the fights we want to see.
I think.
Look, I'm hoping.
I think that Lopez would have had those fights, but he got a dumbass dad that want to be a star. He got a dumbass dad that want to be a star. He got a dick in the booty manager making dick in the booty deals. That's a dick in the booty deal, bro. You told Charles to get out of one card so he could fight on another, just so that card don't happen. That's a dick in the booty deal.
Hey, Julius, he shot himself in the foot by waiting that damn long, big time.
It's too much stupid. For me, it's too much, and the shit that happened, and you'll see how it'll work out, and you still gonna have some goofy ass motherfuckers trying to save face. Like, yo, you don't see that you was wrong? Remember what we were arguing about a few weeks ago or a few months ago? Remember all of that? What did I tell you? This is a bad idea. You ain't want to hear me. You want to talk shit? I'm a hater. He a hater. He always hating on. All right, I'm a hater then. All right, when it work out. All right, I'll be a hater.
All right, but here's the thing about the whole situation, right? Julius, one of the reasons why I like your show is not the fact that you guess everything right. It's the fact that you use deductive reasoning. You use, all right, if this plus this most likely equals that. Of course, from time to time, you can be wrong. But what these guys do is they just say some shit that's just asinine. Just straight asinine.
There's a lot of stupid shit in boxing, man. It's
like whenever you make a valid point with just a logical argument, they just say some shit that don't make sense. That just counteracts whatever we're talking about.
Because a lot of people are boxer fans, not boxing fans.
I'm gonna do you one
fanboys.
I'm gonna do you one better, DLG. I'm gonna do you one better, DLG. And this is from the heart, right? I don't think that broke motherfuckers should get to talk about nothing. That's how I feel, right? And the reason I feel that way is when you pop, you don't understand how shit works. Now, if you used to dealing with money, whether you nickel and diamond or you got a small bit, you gonna understand certain shit. They're like, bro, if they put up $6 million for Kambosos versus Lopez, that's a pay-per-view. So now the question is this pay-per-view worthy? We gotta pay what, $50, $60 for this? You wildin'. We just saw Lomachenko versus Lopez on regular ESPN, so we could pay pay-per-view for this. And these same goofy motherfuckers, right? Oh, they said, Teofimo stuck at the Bob. Oh, he stuck at the Bob. Did he really?
Nope.
Did he stick at the Bob?
Rig. T.O.'s got he hasn't got shit now. He has to come crawling back to Bob, probably begging him, don't let me go, Bob.
Yep.
Please keep me on.
Oh, because if they let him go, he's done. Where does he go? If they let him go, where does he go after that?
Country, if they let him go, Eddie will pick him up.
You think?
I'm 100% positive Eddie will pick him up. Eddie,
I don't know. After the way his father trashed his own, the way he did.
But his dad, he could tell him, like, it's a lot of cats that could get Teofimo to the side, like, yo, listen, B, we'll work with you. We'll do business with you. But your dad, somebody, I don't know if it's you or somebody got to talk to him, like, yo, chill out, my guy. It's not your rodeo. It's not your show. You want this to be your show. It's not your show. We ain't over here because you fought shit. We here because of your son. So fall the fuck back.
I mean, look at this photo you got up. Look, here he is acting like his mouth open, like he the star. And T.O. he got a game face. McWater right there. This his dad's acting like this is his photo. This is his fight.
If they keep burning bridges and doing what they're
He's
doing,
trying to live
they're gonna wind up
through his son.
They're gonna wind up on that Triller Triad combat shit. Watch.
And Senior's a moron because he was talking about we're gonna go on to 2022 and have 2 more big fights, and then we're gonna go fight for a title and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, shut up! You just how are you supposed to do that when you just lost all the belts? Nobody's gonna want to invest money in you.
Bob hasn't said anything yet, but Bruce Trempler has. Bruce Trempler of Top Rank. And he was saying they're not going to cut Teofimo based on that fight, which is good. He need people that care about him, which ain't these 2 motherfuckers. Yeah. It ain't these 2. I could see a snake from a mile away. Look at David McWater, bro. Don't he look like a fat Bektamir Melakuziev? Can't trust a motherfucker like that. Look at him, goddammit. Look at him.
Looking like the anaconda that just ate the chicken and got that smile on his face.
Mark, don't he look like Bektamir Melakuziev?
He kind of looks like the human incarnation of Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Let me read this super chat. Fights are easy to predict when you keep your emotions in check. Hopefully, Matchroom throws Kambosos the bag with 2 comeback fights and Haney and Undisputed. I want to say this before we open up the discussion. The best option for George Kambosos, and Lou DiBella is a smart guy, so I'm pretty sure he's pursuing this, is a multi-fight deal with Matchroom, because Top Rank would only want you for 1 fight. You know, they would. They really only want you for 1 fight. They just want to lift those belts from you. And they're going to put you in situations where that's going to happen. The PBC, not saying that they would pursue him, but if they did, they'd only want him for 1 fight. They'd only want him for 1 fight. 1 fight so they could lift the belts off him. Whereas with Matchroom, you'd probably get a multi-fight deal, global exposure, and be in a conducive, nurturing, working environment. Because PBC is in the gimmick game, not the fight game. They not in the fight game. They in the gimmick game, all right? Motherfucking Top Rank, they is in the fight game, but it's sink or swim with them. It's sink or swim with them. So you need to think about that. And I'm pretty sure Teofimo might end up in a sink or swim fight next year. Like, bro, listen, we ain't gonna cut you, but you're gonna have to earn your keep, bro. Because you went over there fucking around and you lost them belts. It didn't have to be that way. He could have paid these judges to rob him, but you wanted to do the fight over there.
If Tio was smart, he'd go seek out someone like Joey Gamashe or somebody, you know, that could actually train him better, man. Because he needs to have some answers for when he gets caught up in fights like that.
Well, another thing that blew my mind, right? These fucking Americans who I can't stand, and I'm going to say it. I say it because the stupidest things I see come from my own countrymen. Oh yeah, Josh Taylor. He beat Josh Taylor. Are you sure? You serious?
Nope.
Are you fucking kidding? Like, really? So you just I know what's going on because Josh is from over there and he not from over here. You don't respect his boxing, you goofy motherfucker. You still think that? You still think it beat Josh, you goofy motherfucker? You still think that, really?
All right, watch me mention a couple of things that would make a logical person think why I wouldn't pick Tio over Josh, right? When he beat Lomachenko, like I said before yesterday, I believe, he beat him by the skin of his teeth, and Lomachenko is a junior lightweight moving up. You understand? Mm-hmm. So he beat him by the skin of his teeth. So if it was by the skin of his teeth, do you think he'd be able to pull that shit off on Josh Taylor?
Hell motherfucking no.
He won not because of his efforts. He won because what Loma didn't do for the first half of the fight.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what?
When I said
that leads me to believe that he was actually injured.
Yo,
Jay.
He
didn't throw. He was cautious of power. He just didn't pull the trigger to the latter half of the fight. He said this in a documentary series. He said after like round 7, 8, he said fuck it and just started throwing. And once he did, he couldn't miss.
When I said that on Sunday morning, right? I gotta get called out my name. I gotta be a homosexual. I gotta be a fanboy. I gotta get called. And I said, and what did I say then? I don't want to take nothing away from Teofimo, but it looks to me like you won them rounds not because of what you did, but because of what he didn't do. Because as soon as he started doing something, you started losing rounds. But
well,
I got
if he goes up to 140, he better stay the hell away from Prograis and some of them other top guys, man.
he don't, and I'm saying it now. If he would have fight Regis Prograrius anywhere inside of 2 to 3 fights at 140, he gets knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
Out. Smooth out. I don't got no doubt about that. All right. Right now, Jose Zapata is a dangerous fight for him because look at what Kambosos did to you in round 1 because you was acting wild and stupid. Let Jose land like that on you. I don't know if you gonna get up.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, he got dropped. He got dropped by a guy who's not even a big puncher.
And once again, I don't want to take nothing away from George because a big part of boxing is what? Preparation. He
Yep.
was prepared.
Yep.
You were not. You drank the Kool-Aid. The better boxer beat you. That's what happened. Plain and simple.
Yep.
Mark, talk about the shit, Mark.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me, man? You want me to? Do you want me to be like controversial, or do you want me to be straightforward?
No, we here for
That
the
echo has
controversy.
Mark sounding like a god from a movie.
Okay, so you want controversy, yeah? Okay. It's kind of funny to me that Teofimo Lopez Sr. is acting as though he's so special, just because not only does he live vicariously through his little man there, in Theo Jr., he also, in my opinion, lived very vicariously through the trainings of Joey Gamache to him earning the Trainer of the Year in Joey Gamache's steed for some stupid retarded fucking reason. Shout out to the American media. Because we all know Joey Gamache was his trainer, right? Right? We know that. For the Loma fight. It should have been Joey Gamache who was awarded that. Not this loudmouthed fucking narcissist who probably looks at his son as just a check. Now, I feel very sorry for his son. He doesn't have the love of his father. But to be perfectly honest, if you're trying to get the love out of somebody who doesn't love you, you probably don't deserve it, considering the man doesn't even love himself. So, I wish Teo nothing but the best. George came prepared. Teofimo didn't do the right things. He didn't use the jab. And at the end of the day, the new lineal champion is George Kambosos. Let's get a unification so we can see an undisputed fight.
Now, what I'm going to say before I pass it around the board is a lot of people not going to like when I say this. I already know, right? But the truth is, George is a better boxer than Teofimo. I had time to think about it. And I'm like, yo, you know what? If what beat you is boxing, then how can I say that you were better boxer than him? You just had an off night. Nah, what beat you was boxing. He was measuring the distance. He was using his feet, using his jab, firing counter shots. It was boxing that beat you. So if boxing beat you, the fuck makes you a better boxer than him?
Rank question. Let's say they had a rematch. Could you see the same thing, the fight going the same way it did again?
Yes, because of the psychological damage. When you have a big ego, when you have a big fucking ego, what do they say? Pride comes just before the fall. It's the reason people say that. It's not a joke. When you get your ass beat like that to the point where you in a corner doing backflips like you won and everybody booing you, but you still doing, did you see that shit?
Backflip? He did backflips?
Bro, he was doing his signature Fortnite backflip in the corner.
Oh.
After all that shit, after he jumped on the mic, had the Kanye moment. He goes to the corner, he's doing a backflip. The picture is wow.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
I'm gonna post it.
He was too. Like as if he won the fight. He did the backflip, man. It was crazy. It's like
they all looking at him. They looking at him like he retarded. Like, yo, what's the matter with him?
Can I
in the interview with everybody.
Can I ask a question, fellas?
Good.
So you know the way everybody knows that he won that fight 10-2.
Yeah.
Right? I've got a question for you guys. Where the fuck is everybody?
That's what I was saying. I was saying the same thing. Like, who's everybody thinks that they won 10-2?
No, it's not who. I'm just wondering where the fuck everybody went because I haven't seen a single person say that he won that damn fight.
I haven't seen a single person say he won that fight.
Except Alex Ekbek. Except that Alex Ekbek said he won.
Yeah, but he
Well, Ellie's setback, like, man, that dude sucks more dick than his wife does.
I saw one or two people that said he got robbed, but I think they were trolling.
hold
Nah,
up,
my
I'm about to
brother-in-law
post-
is a Teo fan, and he said Teo got robbed. So the Teo fans,
There you
there's a
go.
few of them still out there.
Look,
Yep,
look at
right
that
there.
shit.
Look.
Hold on.
All 60.
Oh my god.
They looking at him like he's wailing like yo.
Oh,
Why
Are
are you
you,
doing
hold
a
on.
backflip, bro?
Are you sure that's him doing the backflip? That looks
Yep,
like
it is.
identical to when George caught him with that right hand.
Bro, it's wild. Like, look, motherfuckers is standing around like they online at the DMV. He doing backflips. It's wild out here. It is wild out here.
He's
Why do
delusional
oh,
as
this shit
hell,
is wow.
man.
This shit is crazy.
It's just like when Tyson Fury lost the Joshua fight because of the arbitration. He doing cannonballs in the pool. I'm like, what's the matter with this guy? You just lost $100 million. You doing cannonballs in the pool. Y'all cats is wild out here. Boxing Learner says, I think Kambosos Jr. will fight Gustavo Daniel Lemos in Australia before fighting Devin at the latter half of 2022. And I welcome that because he earned it. I got respect for these foreign fighters that do shit that the Americans don't want to do. The Americans do not want to go on the road for whatever reason. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Not the ones like look. I ain't mad if you got it like that in your country. But when you don't got it like that in your country, nah, go make some money out there. If you nice and you believe in yourself, why wouldn't you? I know why you wouldn't, because you don't believe in yourself.
The
You don't
fighters of
believe
the
you gonna
past,
win.
the fighters of the past would do it. You know, the real fighters from the past would do that. They didn't care, man. They would go to anybody's backyard and fight. None of these dudes today don't want to do that. It's
Wanna do
wild,
it.
man. It's like, come on.
I mean,
Where's y'all balls at?
George said that like Devin has to come see him in Australia. Devin, you better get your ass over there. That's a big fight over there in Australia,
Well,
bro.
we know it ain't gonna be no rematch, right? We know it
Nah.
ain't gonna be no rematch. They already said they're gonna move him up. No rematch clause in the contract, so he has no leverage in the situation. No rematch, and he's gonna go up to 140 broken unless he gets around the right people. He's gonna go up to 140 broken psychologically because he didn't get to run that back, and everybody booing him, and that kind of transition from being everybody's darling to being a social pariah for a young man who's only 23, 24 years old is too much. He going through a divorce, my guy. He going through a divorce.
If he keeps the mentality of that he won and he did nothing wrong, he's not going to change anything, and he's gonna go right back and make the same mistakes again, and he's gonna do
He's gonna keep
consecutive
on losing.
losses.
He's gonna
Yep.
keep losing.
He'll end up getting knocked the fuck out.
I don't want that to happen to him, to be honest with you, because I like
I
him.
kind of do.
Nah, I don't want that.
I disagree with
Now,
one thing that
could I get everybody's take on this right quick? All right, I was just on Lady Chan's panel, and we were all discussing this. I think she still might be live, but we were all just discussing that. Like, we're all giving our opinions on whether or not Teal should leave his. Teal Senior should get out of his cabinet. He should find somebody else.
I mean,
We all gave our takes, but a certain person
Look.
jumped on and sorry, go ahead, Mark.
I'll just give my answer. It's very short and sweet. Tiafimo Senior is as good for his son as Britney Spears' parents are as good for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
the only thing I disagree with that.
I just gave. We were all giving our takes on the live just right quick. Sorry, we just giving our take, and some guy jumped on, and he got a little emotional, and he started just, oh my god, he just started wishing death on people for saying Teal should get rid of his father, and it's like it got a little wild. Yeah, y'all can go rewatch the live.
Really?
Yeah.
What guy is that? What guy is that? I want to know.
Boxing Logics United. Me and Tony's reviews.
Oh.
Me and Tony's reviews were on.
Shout out to Myron.
Myron, yeah. Me and Tony's reviews were going back and forth with him, saying like, bro, we it's okay. It's not a crime to have an opinion for suggesting Teal should get somebody else. We're saying this if he wants to improve, not. But he's like, no, he's his father. He needs to retain him and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, I mean, come on, you shouldn't be wishing death on people for people to have an opinion, my guy. You know.
Now, I'm gonna say this, right? My days of debating people that I cannot learn nothing from are over. So I don't really give a fuck what he said because I know I was right about what I said. This was a bad fucking idea. I've been saying that for over a year. It's a bad idea. Why the fuck would you let this fight take this much of your career? This is a career where every single fighter, male or female, has a short window of opportunity to make money. You don't have a year to blow sitting on your hands, putting your thumb in your ass. You don't have a year to do that, bro. You young. These your best years. Get out there, make some bread. But you want to be greedy, right? And if anybody agrees with your actions, right? If they think that this is the desired result, that this is what you would want, you could sit with all the other stupid motherfuckers that I don't need to talk to. Because I don't need to talk to no dumbass motherfuckers. Period. What the fuck I'ma learn? What the fuck I'ma learn talking to a motherfucker like that? Nothing. I told y'all this was a bad idea. Told y'all his dad is a dickhead.
Now, question: if the fight had happened sooner, did you guys see the same thing happening, or do you think T.O. could have possibly won?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm keeping 100 with you, right?
Keep 100
because it's all anecdotes, it's all opinion. I firmly believe if the fight would have happened sooner, T.O. would have won. Does that take away from George? No, I don't make excuses for losers. He's a grown man. He probably just made $3-4 million, so I can't feel too sorry for him, right? But I firmly believe if this fight would have happened in March, T.O. would have won that fight. A lot of shit happened between January and now. I don't know if he really did have COVID, but I know that you was struggling to make weight. I knew that. I did know that. And I'm like, yo, dog, if you was struggling to make weight before you fought Vasyl Lomachenko, how you gonna make it a year after you done fought him? How?
Yeah, they never should have got with Triller, man. They should have left Triller the hell alone.
Shout out to the
Teal's
Maestro.
wife leave him too.
Hold on. Shout out to the Maestro. The Maestro, the BX is in the building. Salute Ring IQ. Great analysis as always. You should be managing some of these knuckleheads. IQ management. Ring IQ promotions.
Hey, I can get behind that.
Jaime Nieto says, yo, what's your final scorecard? I had it 9-3 Cambosos. So I don't know what the second judge that scored T.O. was watching. Yo, I'm going to tell you what, Jaime. The most I could give, being generous, I saw the fight 2 times. The most and being generous because he was the champion, it's 4 rounds.
I can see that.
That's the most I could give him. 4 rounds.
But no way in hell T.O. won this fucking fight. No way. No way. No way.
There ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no argument. Who do you see really going balls to the wall, dying on the hill? Yeah, T.O. won that fight. Yo, listen, be up there by yourself. I don't have time to argue stupid shit. There's asteroids in space. There's aliens hiding behind the moon. I don't have time to be arguing about dumb shit.
Ring, I need to take your approach. Man. I really do. I need to take your approach, Ring. I really do. To just not be arguing with these dudes.
They try to draw me in, especially on Twitter. Not so much here, but especially on Twitter. They try to draw me into these dick in the booty up. Like, yo, dog, I don't got time to argue the stupid shit that you saying. Like the Spence shit. I don't have time for that, bro. That dude has not fought all this year, right? In the last 2 years, he's only fought 2 times. And you want me to say that he's one of the best in the world while everybody else is fighting and he not. It don't work like that, bro. In any other organized sport, when you ain't out there, you losing ground. Any other organized sport. Boxing ain't no motherfucking different. And if your Ferrari flip, who fault was that?
Well, if you took a look at T.O.'s face at the end of the fight, man, he looked like he got bum rushed. You know, by a gang of people, man.
He got fucking jumped.
Like he got curb stomped. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Gideon says 2 judges gave a 10. I know, and I don't understand.
Yeah, that was a travesty.
That's what the fuck. You told. I'm like, I couldn't believe that.
Can I explain that?
Go ahead.
They thought Teofimo won the round. That's what happened there. So because they thought Teofimo won the round, it's a 10-point must system. It has to be 10-9.
I dig what you're saying, but if I invite all of you, watch that round. Don't even watch the whole fight. Watch that round. All this man did in that round was miss punches.
Yeah, for like the first 2 minutes.
Can I be honest?
All he did was
I think he was gonna. I
thought Teofimo landed quite a few big shots. I even thought he slightly hurt George in the first. I actually thought he dominated the first round, then he got taken with a flash knockdown. I understand.
I didn't.
I watched the fight 4 times.
I didn't, and regardless of whatever, I'll put it to you another way. Let's say George came out like Teofimo, bat out the hell out of the corner, throwing a lot of shots that ain't landed. If Teofimo would have been the one that scored the knockdown, same aesthetic, same round, same circumstances, does he get 10-8 or 10-9?
10-8.
I say 10-8.
I mean, because like after he got Tio down right, he immediately came charging at him to try to land another right, and he tripped and fell. And then the commentators, they were like, "Oh,
No, he
Lopez
did
said
land
get him."
another right hand. He landed a flush right hand right after
He
Tio
did.
got up.
It was
On his
flat.
forehead.
It was flat. I think it was like that much. He may. I think I don't know if he tripped before he landed it, but he tried. But he said that like George said himself. He goes, "I tried to get him, and if I'd landed flush, I'd have got him out of there. I know I would have
Yeah,
got him.
because
I'd not have got him."
the right hand, he landed another overhand right on tape. Like if it would have landed here, he
Yeah.
probably would have went down again. But it landed up here. That the
Right.
one he landed after he knocked him down. Regardless of whatever, right? Thank God that the right man won the fight because boxing don't need no dumbass decisions no more, right? But my thing is that I had to make this the I told you so show because I got too much static off of that shit. Like, why y'all trying to tell me? Why are you trying to convince me that you want to pay $50 to $60 for Lopez versus Kambosos? Because if you're arguing with me, that's what you're doing. You telling me you want to pay $50, $60 for that? When Triller won the bid, what did I say? Yo, they gonna make this a pay-per-view. It don't matter. He'll sell. It don't matter. I'm like, all right, bro. All right. I'll be a hater because I'm a hater, right? I'll be hating. How you dumb motherfuckers?
So as big as the fight was, it wasn't in the big room. It was in the little room in the
It was in
garden.
a Hulu
Yep.
theater. It was
Yep.
in a
Yeah,
Hulu
it-
theater.
Max
No, but
capacity 5,600 people.
But didn't you know they sold out Madison Square Garden?
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm all about. Listen, man.
Senior was saying that though, man. He was saying
Let me
that
say this
shit.
inspirational shit, right? Let me say this inspirational, positive, spiritual, cosmic shit, right? I'm all about uplifting people, right? But I'm not with the bullshit or the stupid shit. If you don't got it like that, I ain't the kind of cat that's gonna tell you that you got it like no, you're not a ticket seller. Even with beating Vasyl Lomachenko, you're not a ticket seller. Sorry. Why not though? Why not? Was Vasyl Lomachenko a ticket seller here?
No.
No. So why would beating him make you a ticket seller here?
You know, it's funny. I can't stand Leonard Ellie, but I caught an interview where he was actually making a lot of sense. He was saying everything we're talking about. Like he even said the same thing, like him beating Teo beating Lomachenko doesn't.
Yeah, of course he's gonna say all the things that make sense.
Bro,
Listen,
wait. No, let me do this. I need this. How many tickets does Cuellar sell?
Yeah, I know.
How many tickets does Munoz sell?
How many tickets the Barrio sell?
How many tickets Gamboa sell? How many tickets Isaac Cruz sell? Fuck out my face with that bullshit. Because they gotta sell tickets to fight Tank, right? Because these big ticket sellers, Cuellar and Munoz and Ruiz and Gamboa.
Okay.
Rolly Romero sell out, B.
Okay.
He sell out in Narnia.
I want to ask this question to Julius and the panel. I actually, okay. I don't like how Julius is phrasing this proposition about Tank Davis and George Kambosos. Like Tank Davis is gonna grab those titles from John Kambosos. Is that it? Is it like that?
No, what I mean is
It's easy.
No. What I mean is there won't be a fight, but the situation may force him to vacate because what I see is what I suspected immediately after the fight. George has paid the cost to be the boss. You want me? You coming to Australia. I ain't coming to Australia. WBA orders the fight. Here, take the fucking belt. But I'm not, you're not going to tell me what to do. That's what I see. It's not a fight. I don't see a fight. I see it's going to create a situation because the WBA is ordering all these fights. Now, Davis, he probably know. And his people know. We're not going to have our way with George because George ain't go through that to bend over to us. But what we can do is force him to vacate. We could do that because we ain't going to Australia and he ain't going to bow to us. He ain't going to bow to us.
Okay, I understand that, but I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the mechanic of the fight, the actual fight. Is it that way? Tanks just beat George Kambosos?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Tank is a fighter. Tank has similarities to Teofimo Lopez in the sense that these are two guys that are looking for a counter shot to hurt the guy. They don't usually go out there and throw a whole lot of punches. They're looking for a counter shot to hurt the guy, then pour it on, right? And I feel even though Tank is a southpaw, which would work for him, he's not much of a jabber. So he'd probably end up getting out jabbed by George. However, I do think if he hits George, he could knock him out. I think we could say that.
Do you think Tank Davis hits harder than Teofimo Lopez?
I think that Teofimo sat out for a year, right? Because I'm not going to get anecdotal. I know he sat out for a year. I know his timing isn't what it normally is. I know his power isn't what it normally is because he's drained. So maybe, because he's drained, the Teofimo that fought George, maybe he don't hit as hard as the Davis that's about to fight Cruz.
Okay, one last question. Do you see the Gervonta Davis making lightweight good?
No, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but I've been saying this. He's one banana skin away from being right there with Lopez. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you if it's going to be Cruz. I can't tell you if it's going to be Rolly Romero, but I feel like you know what they're doing and they know what they're doing, but the guy you're fighting doesn't know what they're doing. So it's kind of like Rocky 1 to where Tommy is in the corner with Apollo telling him, yo, he think it's a goddamn fight. He don't know it's a damn show. He think it's a goddamn fight. He might end up in one of those. You're going to end up in front of somebody that, Leonard thought it was a easy fight, and all them thought it was an easy fight, but this dude came to win. Might end up in one of those.
Why do I got that weird feeling about Isaac Cruz? I mean, everybody's picking Tank to win, but it's like Cruz he actually might be coming to scrap.
Hey man, I'm all for the upset because I'm sick of it. I'm all for the upset because I'm sick of it. Let me read the super chat. John Sacramento says Reynoso can't do it. Tio was on his worst night ever. Diverse, water in his lungs, dry as fuck. Don't blame him for his team. If you love boxing, Ring is Spence a pound for pound. Ring is Spence a pound for pound being this inactive. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Never was.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. It's not just the inactivity. What is his argument for being pound for pound? Oh, that he's unified? Well, Artur Beterbie's unified. MJ Akhmadaliyev's unified. Stephen Fulton is unified. Jermel Charlo is unified. So, all right, what else? Like, what else encompasses the argument that makes him pound for pound? What? Because you beat Mikey Garcia? Let's talk about it. Mikey Garcia was a fighter that moved up from 135 to 147. Before he fought Spence, he fought Robert Easter, took his IBF, then moved up to 147, right? If you pound for pound, I'm expecting you to do to Mikey what Loma did to Rigo, what Golovkin did to Brook, what Canelo did to Khan. Nah, you sat there pity-patting him, and your dick-sucking fans, they don't want to accept that you really don't hit that hard because he said it himself after the fight. I tried to knock him out 2 times. I couldn't get him out of there. But you hit him 340-something times. You couldn't get him out of there?
It wasn't a man down tonight. That's what he said.
Nope. Sure wasn't.
And I ain't about to say, I'm not about to sit here and argue with them like, yo, look, let's be real. Everybody on the panel, let's be real. Those guys want to suck Spence's dick. That's what it is.
No, you see, they want Spence to give them the truth.
They want the truth. They want the truth. The truth is they want to rub baby oil on Spence's knuckles. That's the truth. That's the truth.
God.
You know full well it's not baby oil, it's calamine lotion.
Whatever it is, Jergens, whatever.
That shit's actually as fuck.
That's the truth. The fixation that I see they got with him ain't got a goddamn thing to do with boxing. Look, I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it again. Don't just heed my words. Look at the guys that be jocking them. Just look at them. Look at them. Bro, you want to rub baby oil on Spence back. That's why you like that. Because the dude ain't fighting, right? So what are you a fan of? He's not fighting. He didn't fight this year. He fought once last year. Once against Danny Gar. Oh, Danny's elite.
He's had one fight in 2 years.
Talk about it.
One fight in 2 years. He's pretty much as I'm gonna put it like this: Gary Russell is more active than Errol Spence.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Say it again,
Let
Mark.
it. Ryota Murata could be as active as Errol Spence, and he hasn't fought in nearly 3 years.
Right?
Let that sink in.
All right. Now, if I'm a boxing fan, right? I watch boxing and I'm a fan of the sport. Why would I be so high on a dude that don't even be fighting? He don't be fighting, bro. And then why would I talk up Danny Garcia, right? Pete, what a Spence fan to tell you. A Spence fan to tell you what Crawford did at 140 don't matter. Then how the fuck is Danny a big win? That don't make sense. His biggest wins is at 140, right? But you tell me when I'm talking about Crawford, 140 don't matter. I think Danny ain't shit because he ain't beat nobody at 147. Who he beat?
Didn't he pay Victor Postal a step aside?
Yes, he did.
And Crawford took his O. How about that?
Yes, he did.
You know what? What is the worst about this Spence situation? All of that could be acceptable if he.
I'm sick of this Danny Garcia slander. He did a better job on Granados than Conor Benn did.
Okay, look, that will be as acceptable if you could read Spence vibes. They are not there.
Yeah.
Let's unify. Crawford, let's unify. No, get the bell first. No, I have to fight Porter. I have to fight Mike. You can see the guy doesn't want the fight.
You don't
that
want
that
That
will be
backstage
should be enough.
conversation, Leo, that was nothing but nervous energy that I was seeing.
Yep.
Crawford put him on a spot that he didn't want it. He concerned with talking to his friend. I'll tell your nigga to be quiet though. And Crawford like, no, I'm staying. Talk to me. I'm right here in front of you. Talk to me. But he concentrated on his friend behind him.
Just like when he was at Crawford's fight, and they stopped it and he got up and left. Man, he didn't look happy at all.
It's like, look. Who in my age range, 30 to 35, 38 age range, right? If you remember when Drew Hill came out, there's a lot of broads, they didn't want to accept that Cisco liked people playing in his booty, right? They didn't want to accept that. Same shit with Nokia. That rumor was about Nokia.
Wait, is Cisco the Tong song, dude?
Yeah.
Right? Right? Before
Oh, shit.
yeah. Before that, it was Lil Zane, right? He want people playing his booty, right? And Spence, it's like his fans, they want Spence to play in their booty because he don't be boxing. What you so high on? You high on a boxer that don't be boxing? He ain't fought, bro. Why you want me to say, yeah, he pound for pound because he beat Danny Garcia?
He's applying the Gary Russell Jr. method.
Now, peep the shit. When Golovkin beat Brook, right? Never mind me because I never gave Golovkin credit for beating Brook the same way I never gave Loma credit for beating Rigo, the same way I never gave Canelo credit for beating Khan. I never gave none of them credit, right? But what peep the shit. Spence's fans would not give Golovkin credit for beating Brook, right? So why you want me to give Spence credit for beating Mikey?
Not even Golovkin give himself credit for that win. Not even Loma give himself credit from that win.
You know what I mean? If you saying I can't give him credit because that's a little dude, Mikey is a fucking little dude. The fuck? Yeah, look. Oh, but he won a title at one from Sergey Lipinets. Like really? Oh, he beat Lipinets, so he was the best shit cooking at 140. It's too much dick in the booty shit when it comes to Spence. And I'm like, yo, I could see whatever you like about him, right? It don't got nothing to do with boxing. It don't. It's just you like him.
I'm going back and forth with some dude talking about like, oh, Crawford got wobbled. He took a knee. I'm like, so did Spence. Did you guys ever see the Emmanuel Arte fight?
Yo, listen. I know that Sean Porter ain't wobble Crawford. I know that he did wobble Spence, and I got the video. I watch it every day. Just to feel good, like you was about to get knocked out by Porter. And that was before the car accident, so it's real funny.
I can't
blame it on the car accident. It's before the car accident.
Shit, I got T.O. getting dropped on speed on playback on my phone. I got the photo of this freeze frame.
Shout out to my man Liam Rockwell. Tom Brown exposed Spence, said he don't want Bud. I know he don't want Bud. I didn't need Tom Brown to tell me that motherfucking shit. I knew that. I've been saying that for 3 years, 3 going on 4 years now, if not 4 years. You don't want them. You don't want them Crawford problem, right? There's too much stupid shit in boxing, particularly in America. It has to stop. We need solutions, goddammit.
I'll give you a solution, right? I would say watch little weight boxing, right? But America's fucking that shit up too. Shout out to the bantamweights. Notice how America gets involved with the bantamweight division. That shit all went to hell instantly.
Didn't it though? Didn't it?
Like instantly, man. I'm just gonna go back on mute. I'm gonna go cry.
No. The only saving grace is I think that maybe if Casemiro beats Butler and Nonito beats Caballo, maybe Pro Bellum will do the unification match. Maybe because it's a Pro Bellum card. I heard, I don't know, but I read it that it looks like Casemiro might be with Pro Bellum moving forward. Be honest, I don't know. We'll see, right? Right. But if he is, then we might get Donaire versus Casemiro. Right now we got Omnicron fucking up fights in Japan. We might not even get Golovkin versus Murata. We might not get Ioka versus Tanaka. Very upset.
Ioka versus listen, it's Ioka versus Ankahash, Julius. Don't be. Yeah, we understand that you have PTSD from last year. It's okay. It's okay.
Fucked him up, man. He fucked up my guy, man.
Yo, real quick.
Hey,
I got a question.
You know where that's where Alicia Baumgartner learned that freeze frame move from.
He fucked up my guy, man. Fucked up.
Yo, actually, to be fair, the hook that Alicia stopped Terry Harper with is the same shot that Yoga kept landing over and over on Tanaka.
Yeah,
it's that same fucking shot.
It was over the jab. Like I love how she set it up. I watch it from time to time. She was getting jabbed to the belly. She ain't give up no ground. Like I ain't going nowhere, B. You gonna try that same jab, and I'm gonna punch you right in your fucking face. Man, over the jab. Beautiful shit.
Bro, I think she knocks out Michaela.
Me too.
I mean, she might. Look. You look. Motherfuckers don't like that I'm Switzerland a lot, right? But I gotta look at both fighters. And what Michaela showed me is she could take some punishment because she was getting hit by Maiva. She was getting hit. Most other girls that would have fought that Maiva, they get stopped. Michaela was fighting her off and fighting back. That's all I'm saying.
Michaela's very fit as well. She's got a lot of stamina.
So, hey Julius, one thing I want to say I appreciate that you've done is you helped bring the lens and focus on the ladies because a lot myself and I'm sure a number of people on the panel probably didn't watch as much before. And after you started doing videos and stuff, it really got a lot of us into it. And to be honest, the ladies, they're fighting each other, man. The politics hasn't reached them as much. They actually fight each other.
I'm going to tell you what I told motherfuckers way back when. Who would I rather watch? Maiva Hamadouche or Lara? Maiva. Who would I rather watch? Alicia Baumgartner or Rigo? Alicia.
Yep.
Jay, I feel you on that. But you know as well as I do, there are girls out there who fight really boring as well. There are a couple. Yeah. Right? So, that's I could turn around to you and ask you the same question, but, change it up a little, right? And be like, who would you rather watch? Lara or Ted Cheeseman?
Well, Ted Cheeseman, but the idea is what I'm saying. The idea behind that question is that there are women out there that are just as capable of putting on an entertaining fight as men. Because there's mad women I will ever watch. They fight than Lara or Rigo. I'm not look, man, unless somebody gonna get hit and go down, I'm not trying to see you polish this ring all motherfucking night. Bro, I want to see a fight, bro.
Yeah, but
let me ask you a harder question then, Jay. What would you rather watch? Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner or Casemiro versus Inoue?
Michaela versus Alicia.
Okay.
Because I'm already settled that Inoue knocks him out. Casemiro is not nothing special.
Oh, I need to give him I'll give you a 50-50.
Yeah, you didn't give him a big enough challenge.
Yeah. I'll give you.
See, you already making my argument, Mark. It's about the quality of the fight, not the gender.
No.
That's my argument. It's not about if it's a girl. No, it's which fight is better because there's women's fights that are better than men's fights.
I think Casemiro Inoue is a very dangerous fight.
That's not what you were saying before, but all right.
Yeah, I can change my mind.
I dig it. That's cool. All I'm saying is if you tell me Charlo versus Kyron Davis or Maiva Hamadouche versus Michaela Mayer. Maiva Hamadouche versus Michaela Mayer. I don't need to see that bullshit ass fight. That's a bullshit ass fight. I don't need to see that. Benavidez.
You know, can I just say this though? I think the women's boxing is in a catch-22 with exposure, because people decry that women fights are too boring, but then okay, you haven't seen most of the division. Well, then how do you get that? Well, they need more exposure. Well, why can't they get more exposure? Oh, because they're boring. And I'm like, you guys are really like some people out there that are really fucking ignorant.
They're just closed-minded.
Let me say this. It don't even come down to like, because I'm not gonna be a holier than now. What I'm saying is, if you from Harlem, I'm pretty sure you've seen two girls duking it out. If you from the BX, you definitely seen two girls duking it out. Mm-hmm. If you from Brooklyn, so I'm like, where's you fancy motherfuckers from that you do this when you see two girls fighting? Because I'm all through my childhood and my sisters. Hey, girls fight, bro. That's normal.
They like the ratchetness, bro. I think
even Jersey Shore, them Italian joints, they don't be fighting. They be fighting outside the club.
Maybe they need to. Well, maybe Michaela Mayer and Alicia Barber need to fight in the streets to get some attention, to get some press.
I get, because I'm like, like when I see these cats and they be trying to. What I don't like about them is they try to get seen. They try to they want you to read their board, and I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck if you don't want to watch them fight. This is one of the few channels that talks about them, right? So if you don't like that, you can get the fuck on. You don't gotta.
I'm thankful for that, bro.
Spring, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
I think I just saw it. McCaskill versus Bustos. Bustos is out, and they're putting Candy White in.
I've known Bustos was out since this Saturday. I'm not gonna say who they offered to fight, but they're gonna get Candy Wyatt to do it.
Why she pull? What happened? Why she pull out?
Look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? Bustos is not like what I like about Bustos is that she's a punching bag. Whoever you put her in there with is gonna fuck her up. So that's the virtue. So you put Jessica in there with her, Jessica gonna fuck her up. So
Jessica probably would have knocked her out. Yeah.
I honestly think Candy put up a better fight than Bustos would have. Gideon says lighter gloves and 3-minute rounds, in my opinion. Dillian White versus Francis Ngannou in kickboxing. I still go Dillian. Brixton.
He was an actual MMA fighter. That's why I pick him.
Brixton. I'm going Dillian White just because.
Okay. Julius,
I think Ngannou lost Dillian White unconscious, but
I used to think that just by looking women's boxing, that the level of technique wasn't the same to men's boxing. Some of the girls look, even in talking about world champions, they look a little bit rubbish. But I remember the last fight, Brandon Figueroa versus Fulton, and Brandon Figueroa looks like someone, they pick him up straight from the calle and they make him fight this motherfucker.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Leo. Who has better form, Savannah Marshall or Rolly Romero?
I don't know, Julius.
But see, when you bring it up that way, it's like,
yo, Jay, what the fuck? You're that parent, aren't you? You're that parent. You're like, oh, which one of our kids is more intelligent? Her who's over there writing essays, or him who's eating lead paint in the back of the car?
Yeah.
Mark, if the argument that a lot of men, hold on, the argument that a lot of men like to make is that these girls, they don't have form, but to sit there and watch Rolly Romero and Anthony Yiggett.
Yep.
Look, I feel you, right? I feel you, but you remember in that fight, in that fight, yes, Yiget lost. Yiget has good form.
Yiget has good form, but the guy with no form beat him.
Okay.
All I'm saying is you don't have.
I'm just saying, we want to talk about not good form. I've watched Delphine Pursuit fight.
Okay, all I'm saying is being a man doesn't mean you have form, because Marshall has better form than Rolly Romero. Katie Taylor has better form. Amanda Serrano has better form than Rolly Romero. They got better form than Brandon Figueroa.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is it like the women have there's more pressure on them to perform like the men?
Yeah, right now it is, because look, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. We cannot idealize it either, because right now it's still a tough sell, at least in America, whereas over there in the UK it's picking up. So it is still a tough sell, and there is pressure right now that we're trying to get this off the ground, and we need to get more eyes on it, because you cannot guilt trip people into watching it. That won't work. That won't work. Like, don't try to make me feel guilty, because I'm gonna get defensive. What you need to show is that the product is good. That's the only reason I watch it, because the product is good. It ain't yeah, we gotta help, yo. We gotta look out. You know, if the fight was trash, this shit trash. But the fights are good. So I'm gonna tell you that it's a good ass fight. This would be a good addition to the card. Look. Frankie Sanchez, right? He has good form, all that shit. I don't ever want to see that man box. I don't. Wait. Don't talk. Ain't nobody gonna make me feel guilty about that. I do not want to watch this boring ass dude box.
I disagree with you, though. I disagree with you.
Hey, that's
hold on.
If you want to watch him, you
cannot watch him all you want. That's not what I disagree with. I don't think he actually has that good form. I think he's got good foot movement and he's evasive, but when he throws punches, he doesn't turn over his wrist. He kind of slaps a bit with his hand, and he leaves his elbows tucked when he's trying to extend his jab. He doesn't actually have that good of a technique. He's just got good footwork.
But I'm just saying, if somebody brought it up, right, Casual Joe, if Casual Joe says, oh, well, them girls, they ain't got form, and I'd rather watch the guys. Yo, ain't nothing in this world gonna make me watch Frankie Sanchez. Nothing in this world. Nothing, all right? I'd rather watch any old, give me Alicia, Michaela, Delphine, Maiva. I'll fuck around watch Eva Brodnitska before I watch him. Like, no.
Hey, Jay, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, right? I'll make you a deal. If you agree to watch Frank Sanchez's next fight, the next pay-per-view on after that, I'll buy it for you.
Nah, I got money. I'm cool. You're not gonna make me. You're not gonna make me watch that dude. You're not for real. You're not gonna make me watch that dude, bro. I ain't with that shit. I want to see somebody look. At the end of the day, right? I appreciate the sweet science, and there are pure boxers out there that I do like.
Who did you pick to win in that one?
Everybody know I picked motherfucking FA, but it's not because he lost. It's because it was boring. I was falling asleep.
Is that Frank's fault or referees?
I feel like that was both of their fault, but I know if FA's in the ring, right, I might see a knockout, because up until that fight, he was knocking motherfuckers out. Frankie, yo, dog, are you gonna do something besides jab?
Hey, all I know is that in that fight, the only person who did anything exciting was Frankie.
Bro, you can say, then you watch him.
When he dropped FA's big ass.
I think you can watch him, bro. I'm not watching that dude. I don't.
Oh no, I think he's horrendous. I don't want to watch him either. I just want you to do it so that I don't have to.
No, I'm not watching it.
You know, I mean, wait, guys, wait.
Wants to torture you, Julius.
You know what I think it is? I think like Frank has to fight somebody that's gonna not hesitate to throw punches.
He needs to fight a Chisora or a White, and I know that.
Oh God, no! He's gonna get killed.
That's the only way you're gonna get a pure boxer to be in an entertaining fight is to put him in there with a pressure guy, right? The pressure guys at heavyweight is Dillian and Derek, and there's no chance of those fights happening. So I already know, like, I'm not watching this fucking. Are you gonna fight for a title? No. Are you gonna fight a pressure fighter? No. All right, then I don't need to be watching you, bro. Let me know when Gassiev is fighting. He fighting Hrudenko. I'd rather watch Gassiev.
Yo, I'll tell you what though. Put Frank Sanchez in there with Robert Helenius.
I was gonna suggest, FA against Helenius, but I don't know about FA because it's like I don't know. Sometimes I question his desire, and it's like I don't see his output like
Let
kind of
me
like
say
really
this to you,
impressing me.
Virtuoso. If Top Rank next year announces F.A. Jagba versus Tony Yoka or Frankie Sanchez versus Robert Helenius, which one you want to watch?
I'm gonna watch the Robert Helenius fight.
Hell yeah, Virtuoso.
You
Get the
wildin'.
fuck in.
You wildin'. You gonna watch Robert Helenius instead of Yoka versus a Jagba?
Yoka, I don't know.
You wanna know
The thing
about?
is, Yoka to me is like I haven't seen much of him, and he like his last fight. You know, I wasn't impressed, but like Helenius, that dude goes after it, man. That dude likes to throw. He likes to bang. Yoka, I don't know. I don't know much about him. Sorry.
Helenius is not enough to make me watch Frankie Sanchez.
Okay, for me,
You see, here's the thing, Julius. You compared a Jagba who's coming, right? A Jagba coming off of the laws in a fight where most people would predict that he's going to get pieced up and stopped against Yoka. It kind of feels like it'd be an easy fight. It's too early for Effie to be fighting a Yoka. But let me finish, bro. Let me finish. But when you have Helenius versus Frank Sanchez, a lot of people will be like, okay, Helenius is capable of beating Frank. And he is. And not only that, he can box with him, and he's a big puncher. So people be looking at that as much more of a 50-50 matchup than the fight you're looking at.
I know that Frank will likely win the fight on points because he's a boring-ass motherfucker that don't mind being boring. That's what I know.
Look, it's not going to happen, but a fight I will watch, Frankie Sanchez versus Joe Joyce.
Oh, yeah, I watched that because of my man Smoking Joe. Smoking Joe.
Joe knock him out.
Knock him out.
That's the fucking juggernaut, bro.
Can his jab penetrate his guard of Frankie
Sanchez? But I tell you this motherfucking shit. I watch Joe versus anybody. I watch Joe versus a can of sardines because I know he gonna get at that shit.
I'll watch Joe versus a volcano.
Watch Joe versus a fucking bag of potato chips, like, because I know he gonna kill that shit.
By the way, I wish Kubrat Pulev a very happy retirement. Joe's about to fuck him up real nice if he gets in there with him.
Yes, he is.
Wait, is that for real? Joe versus Kubrat?
They talking about it.
Talks, yeah.
Oh man, that's honest to God. I like that fight. I do like it.
Hey, somebody in the comments said Zhang was going to be
the battle of the jabs, man. That's a battle of jabs.
Zhang, it's not. We don't know if Zhang is going to fight Hrgovic. We don't know that, but we know that.
Oh, good God!
Zhang called him out. Zhang called him out after his fight this past weekend, but we don't know if they going. If they do make it, Zhang gonna go back to China on a stretcher.
I'll be honest though, Jay. I'll be honest though. Hrgovic's last fight, man, he came in some really bad shape. Like that dude's career's been derailed so badly because nobody's willing to fight him.
Did the fight ever get away from him? No. He beat the shit out that little man. He beat the shit. I remember that card.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. He beat the shit out of that little man, right? But he's gone in there with 6'6", 260-pound of communist China man.
Telling me all that shit just to pick her. He's saying all that. This is how I know I'm old. This is how I know I'm old.
So
hold on. This is how I know I'm old. Mark's saying all that so that he pick Hrgovic to win the fight.
No, you need to listen for a second, right? I'm not saying.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I haven't made my mind up. But what you need to remember is, right?
Oh, so you
listen to me.
So you wrestling with the idea that Hrgovic would beat Zhang, who went life or death with Jerry Forrest.
Hey, bro. All I know is I seen. Right, you need to listen to me right now. I seen Hrgovic get pieced up in the last 3 rounds of a fight with the big, sexy Sean Turner, who literally his entire body shape is the exact same as Errol Spence's nipples.
I got a prediction. I have a prediction. If Hrgovic versus Zhang gets made, Mark is gonna fuck around and pick fucking Hrgovic.
Look, all I'm saying is, bro, Hrgovic doesn't have a vaccine, and we all know where the virus comes from. You don't want to fuck around with that shit.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Mark, what's your pick though? Who you got though? Hrgovic or Zhang?
Probably Philip, but like at the same point, I'm undecided. You see, I do really need to rerun the tape of because, as we know, it's very paramount to rerun the tape of Jean versus Forrest because that really will let me know everything I need to know. You know, and I really need to give it a second thought.
Gotcha.
You know? Yeah, Hergovich will knock that big Asian cunt the fuck out.
All right, now let me read the super chats. How many pay-per-views does Stephen Espinoza do this Sunday? I anticipate 225, right? I mean, that's a look. It's hard for me to forecast pay-per-view numbers when I know that they're lying to all of you. Like the last one that did 170, it didn't do 215. But the number that's probably going to get put out there is 225 because that's the go-to number. 225, 250, when in reality, sometimes it don't even break 200,000. Pulev versus
every year,
Frank
the benchmarks for pay-per-views get lower and lower.
Let's talk about Pulev versus Frank Mir. Frank Mir had a real Street Fighter 2 moment. He was really doing this shit. It's been a long time since I seen a motherfucker do that.
That referee is fired.
Bro, he was that drunk guy at the bar that wanted the bartender to give him one more drink, and he said enough.
That referee was standing there doing absolute. They should have waved that off immediately. They could have got that dude killed.
He looked like he was trying to get on
That was the same ref in the Ogawa Fuzili fight. It was the same guy.
Bro.
Oh, what a legend.
How many times you really see a motherfucker woozy like that? And it was off a regular old Pulev right hand. It wasn't like it was a Joshua right hand or a Gassiev left hook.
Julius,
it's a Pulev right hand.
Julius, you need to watch more Russian boxing cards because trust me, those referees literally live like Drago. If he dies, he dies. I've seen dudes literally asleep on their feet with their neck over the ropes, getting elbowed and kicked. And I've literally seen once I've seen a ref pull the dude off, have a look at the fighter and slap him in the face to wake him up.
Hey man, in Russia, you know how it go. Like referee will lift a motherfucker up off the can. Hey, get up! Fight's not over. You still got fucking.
They all went to the Steve Smoger School of Refereeing.
Hey, shout out to Steve Smoger. Shit, we need more referees.
Didn't that happen in Lewis Ortiz, Alex Scott, where the referee kept pulling Malik off the ground?
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, with Malik, you got to do that because you know he's trying to take a dive. Like, yo, bro, get the fuck up. Fuck up, bro. What you doing? He ain't knock you down. Get the fuck up, bro. People paid to be in here. What the fuck you doing?
You know Eric Molina were probably trained at the same gym.
Well, with Eric, I don't think that with Eric, I don't really consider it a dive. I consider it quitting. Like you doing that because you don't want to keep like what was the last fight that he had with Babic?
Yeah.
It was like, yo, it looked like it don't look like a dive. It just looked like, yo, you know what? I don't want to keep getting hit, so I'm gonna stay down here. I'm
like once he found out that Babic could take his shit and was like, "Come on, is that all you got?" He's like, "All right, I'm done here, bro."
Because I mean, you don't get Eric Molina in there to win the motherfucking fight, right?
and Wilder actually went 9 rounds with this dude and got wobbled. I just can't get that out of my mind.
Happy that he knocked out Tomas Adamek. I'm like, bro, you talking about the smallest heavyweight in modern boxing, smallest, and he was old. Like it ain't even like a good Adamek. He's high off of that. I ain't forget that. Like, yo, I beat Adamek, B. I remember that. It was 2016, 27. I'm like, yo, you really high that you beat Adamek? I ain't. Right.
Wasn't he doing a shit in the Hrgovic fight as well?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same principle. To me, it's the same principle with Hrgovic. That it's like, yo, dog, like you felt the power, and well, I don't want to get my ass beat like this for 10 rounds or whatever it is. So I'm gonna just stay down here. Like, all right, I got hit. I'm gonna stay down here. He probably could have kept fighting, but why? So I go to the hospital? I'm good. I got hit. You stay down here.
I have a question about Fulton and Akhmadalib. If they fight, it's for undisputed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who you calling?
It's a pound for pound, in your opinion?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, the winner if that's a pound for pound matchup.
Yeah.
Who you guys calling
easily.
that fight if they do?
Hard because
MJ.
It's hard. You know what you got to look at that I'm looking at, right? I look. Stephen didn't look great this Saturday, right? But he was fighting a really big fucking super bantamweight. He's a real big guy. MJ is actually small for super bantamweight. He's solid, he's stocky, but he's small. So I'm wondering if Stephen could take Brandon's best, can he take MJ's best? If he can, how does MJ win this fight? We got to win it on his feet then, with his feet. That's because I think MJ has better feet than Stephen, but I don't know that he has better offense than Stephen. I don't know about that. Because you just went in there with Aldi Manny Pacquiao and you couldn't take him out. The card that just happened, he was in there with a Manny Pacquiao from Chile, and he couldn't take him out. So why I'm supposed to believe he's going to take Stephen out? Big question, man. That's a 50-50 fight.
It seems Fulton is up for the fight. I did a poster and he actually re-put it on his story. So he wants he wants all the belts. So hopefully it happens.
Oh yeah, Ray, you talk about the Velasquez guy, right? That MJ just need a replacement.
Yeah, that he
oh man, that was a tough SOB, bro.
No,
he took hella.
Bro, I'm just saying. Look, I'm not gonna say that he's not tough. I'm gonna just say that. Look, you talking about a dude that did most of his fights in Chile. He did most of his fights, right? And he not really world level, at least not proven at the world level. And he's not a big guy. He was smaller than MJ. So I'm like, well, if you ain't got the power to get this little motherfucker out of here, I don't know if you got the power to get Stephen out of here. Because I just seen Stephen go 12 with big ass Brandon. He ain't
but Brandon doesn't really. Brandon wasn't really gonna knock him out because the way he's built, right? He doesn't use his length. If he had Mark Breland in his corner, you probably see a different result.
Yeah, but he was landing clean. Watch that fight. He was landing clean. And
he was landing clean, but he doesn't have enough muster on the shots.
I'm just saying, look, if you could go 12 rounds with a guy like that that's gonna lean on you and push you and crowd you, it's testing your gas tank, it's testing your punch resistance, it's testing your wherewithal. And even though I don't think he looked great, I don't know if he deserved the victory, but I have to look at that kind of durability. That's a big super bantamweight. How many super bantamweights have the dimensions of Brandon Figueroa? And he withstood that. MJ is little. He's little.
Well, Figueroa was basically trying to not look like Navarrete. It's basically just a drunk guy trying to look small.
Frills. Yeah, he's no frills Navarrete. He's Navarrete with no frills and without the shovel uppercut.
I'll say this about this Akhmadaliev and Fulton. I think that's going to be a tougher fight to score.
Yes, I believe
Figueroa was hurting Fulton though at times during that fight, man. I was thinking that Fulton was going to go out.
Yes,
his body work is. I'll give him credit for his body work, but in order for him to really knock him out, he's got to sit back on his punches and really land clean from the outside. And that's his problem. He doesn't know how to use his reach. And that's why he gets, these phony decisions.
Look, with MJ, because he's smaller, I believe MJ has smaller dimensions. He looks smaller. You can't just box and punch because you got to step into the kill box just to land. Now, I don't think Stephen has better feet than MJ. I think MJ actually has better feet than him. But it's going to come down to power and volume. I think Stephen throws more than MJ. Power, maybe they're about even. Who can take more, though? Do you think, I'm going to ask you a question, and it's going to sound funny. Do y'all think MJ would have beat Brandon?
That would have been.
No, actually, I don't. I think he would have got, I'm going to say something maybe controversial. I think he would have got stopped. I don't think he's got the gas tank.
Yeah, because you can't really box with Brandon.
You can't. He won't give you the room.
You just have to fight.
He's too big.
You got to fight him off. And he don't have the size. Like, I think he's a great boxer. Don't misunderstand me. But you don't have the size for that. You don't, like, MJ can't go to fucking featherweight, bro. That beat his ass up there. You don't have the size.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
man.
I mean?
Yeah,
you don't have the size. You a little super bantamweight.
Was he like 5'4", 5'5", something like that?
He's little. He can you can put him in your pocket. If somebody say something you don't like, you take him out. Here, go get him, MJ.
Do you guys think that Figueroa and Fulton should have a rematch?
No. I think Figueroa should go up the. You know what Figueroa could do for me? Honestly, this is what I want you to do, Brandon. Touch your sister, rubber, and then.
oh shit.
Nah, real shit.
Do not promote fucking incest on this channel, Julius.
We talked about this, bro.
Can I make money? They do it on Pornhub all the time.
Come on, bro.
Big bro drills. Nah, let me stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize Ring IQ went to RedTube.
We're not in the dark net, bro.
Nah, let me stop. Look, this is what he could do for me. Go to featherweight. I want you to get Leo Santa Cruz in the ring and retire him. That's what
the WBA won't allow that. He hasn't defended that title in 10 years. He hasn't defended that title in 10 years.
The guy, if that fight happens, the guy who counts the punches, that little clicker is gonna break halfway through the fight.
Bro, that dude eyes gonna be bleeding, clicking that shit.
He's gonna dislocate his thumb.
Motherfucker gonna fuck up the clicker like, my thumb. No, I'ma work. Shit is wild out
Like,
here.
fuck it, we lost count after round 6. Fuck it.
Is that the guy who's taking care of the phony PBC punch count?
Motherfucking Dan Canobio.
Oh man.
Nah, he's
gonna break that punch tattoo.
Listen, B. Dan Canobio was on Twitter talking that fake. Ugas. What about Ugas's prime? What about Crawford's prime?
Fuck Ugas.
Ugas is 35.
They gave him that belt.
Plus 5.
People, I don't get why they just started caring about that motherfucker.
All of a sudden,
I mean, I know why
Ugas.
actually.
You know, talk about it, Esau.
They're trying to use him as an excuse.
Look. This is the shield.
No, he can't fight Crawford. He got to fight Ugas. Why?
They using Ugas to shield Spence, B. That's what it is.
Yeah, they were using Porter to do it. Now that Crawford beat Porter, now they're using Ugas.
Yeah, they keep moving the goalposts. They keep throwing another fighter in the way. Like, oh, let's
No, wait.
Okay,
they're gonna probably use Keith as well. He's in the mix. I want to. Sorry, go ahead.
We have to stop being sorry about Ugas. Okay, you maybe win that Porter fight, but you got a Pacquiao fight, a Pacquiao that was like a, let's say, the worst version of a Pacquiao you could find. And you got the decision.
That was the worst.
And you got the decision. The score was settled. We can say, yeah. So from now, defend your fucking mandatory.
You know,
if you can.
You know why? Listen. I'm not with the shit. I'm not with the lying. I'm a straight shooter. He don't like Stanionis, and he really don't like Butaev. And if you don't know, if you want to know why he don't like him, look at his face after the Pacquiao fight. Look at it. He was getting hit, bro. He's getting marked the fuck up. Now, I don't know if Stanionis would be the one to do it, but Butaev, he with that shit, and he'll mess him up.
He's trying to preserve himself for that payday.
Even if he goes through Butaev, bro, I'm gonna be in a fucking war with this cat. I'm gonna have to chill after that if I fight this dude, because this dude not gonna stop throwing. He that kind of fighter. I don't want to deal with that before a Spence fight. Then I'm gonna feel like I was
Butaev, then Spence. Yeah, that's
real quick.
That's the gauntlet.
That's too much for them PBC fighters. That's too much.
Yep.
That's a whole career.
Real quick. Well, how does he feel about making money with Crawford?
Like, you see the energy. You see,
yeah.
I want to fight Spence. I come from a communist man. What the fuck?
Fuck all that. Maybe he doesn't have to, face his mandatory. Here, here's some money in Stanionis. How do you feel about Crawford? How do you feel about
he wrote a paragraph about communism and Che Guevara and all this. I'm like, yo, man,
I know, he's a victim. I want to cry victim. But listen,
Spence or Crawford are both
I want him to
American.
hand the belt over to Crawford and bring 2 belts to the negotiations.
Well,
fuck your 60-40.
I'm against communism and totalitarian, bro. Won't you stop? That WBA that you talking about, that's the same WBA that put that belt in your hand. Stop me when I tell a lie. But as soon as they tell you to do something, oh, this is communism. I don't want to fucking stand here. This fucking shit. Fuck out of here.
That's why Cubans are bad for boxing, bro. I've been saying it for years.
Yo, except for Dorticos. Except
That's
for him.
I was just about to say him and Lara to an extent. You know,
Hey, be nice to
sometimes,
Dave Morrell. He's
sometimes
fun.
that hurt fight was good. That hurt fight was
Be
good.
nice to Dave Morrell, boys. He's exciting. He's
Right.
exciting.
I like him.
You right.
I like
You right.
him. But the belly aching from Ugas though, it's like, bro, won't you stop, bro? Just please stop. This is not that. You know what this is? AJ had to do this over and over. You got to do it once. You just got that belt. You got to do it the first time, right? Very first. Oh, this fucking shit, WBA. Let me do it. Fuck out of here, yo. It's the first time they ever ordered you to do anything, and you. Oh no,
Julius, you need to stop. You know full well that man can't make any facial expressions.
Yeah, he don't got that.
No.
You not right.
He ain't got no eyebrows.
Right. I wasn't gonna say nothing about that. You not right, Mark.
How are you gonna say that in the middle of Alopecia Awareness Month, man? Come on, what's wrong with you?
Facial expression.
Hey, yo, bro.
Super
Look,
Saiyan 3 looking ass man.
Virtuoso, don't be getting pissed off. Yeah, keep your hair on.
Oh, shit. I wasn't good, and I'm not. And you know what? I'm not going to say nothing about that because ultimately, look, there's so many fighters that they've had to do this. Brooke only fought Spence because of the mandatory process. That's just a fact. All right. AJ has satisfied 4 mandatories. They order you to fight one, and you start quoting scripture, and you Che Guevara, and you are freedom. Like, bro, chill the fuck out.
Yo, Gilberto must have fucking blocked him by now on Twitter.
He would have, because he keep posting paragraphs. When I was in communist China and I was fighting like, bro, chill out.
What's
bro.
that got to do with you fighting the mandatory? Like seriously, what's that got to do with you fighting
Julius, even though you're like, oh yo, he needs to chill out. Tell me you haven't found it to be the most bizarre and entertaining situation in months. It's amazing to watch.
Watching him, like, yo, not for nothing, it gives me so much new. Like, yo, you really gonna sit here belly aching off this shit? It's Stanionis, bro. He hasn't even fought anyone. When you react that way to someone who has not proven themselves as a world-class fighter, what that tell me is you finna lose, ain't you? You know something that we don't know. You finna lose. You don't want.
Who got out here trying to be the next Che Guevara, man? He needs to shut his ass up and get in the ring.
Because the WBA ordered him to have a fight. Ain't that about a bitch? They order you to have. This the first order they ever gave. Oh, fuck!
But let me just help Ugas out here. Let me just help Ugas out here, though. Hold on. So, Stanionis' promoter, right, signed a deal with Probellum, right? Yeah. Now, the next day, Probellum, they launched a deal. This was after the Stanionis Ugas fight was ordered, right? So, Probellum, they reached a deal with the biggest promotional company in Venezuela, which is where Gilberto Mendoza is from. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody gets a piece in communism.
I'm just saying, man.
Ring, why are you so close?
Listen, I needed y'all to listen to this. Don't say nothing.
Yo, you need to back your ass up, bro.
Listen, man, let me talk to you. Look at the screen. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what Ugas wants. I want Spence versus Crawford. I'm tired of the excuses. I don't care what Ugas want. Go fight Stanionis, B. I don't care.
Rain, can I tell you something right quick?
Hey, Julius.
Wait, right quick. Can I tell you something right quick?
Go ahead.
You have really pretty eyes.
Well, why did you say that?
Okay, Julius. Hey, yo. Julius. Let me say this to Julius real quick. Let me say this to Julius. Fellas, let me say what I wanted to say.
Go on, Mark.
Look.
Big pause.
Let me say this. I'm half Chilean. We're very hairy fucking people. I'm half
Chilean. Okay. Julius, I need you to get close to the camera again. Okay.
All right, we're gonna do it slow.
I need you. Yeah. Right. I don't give a fuck what you want because Crawford and Spence, as you well know, is not going to happen.
I know, but you know what I get to do if Ugas is tied up? I get to make videos exposing Spence fans.
That's true.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
that's fun. You know how
That is very entertaining. Yes.
And
that shit
Mark,
To
is mad fun.
be fair. Hold on. To be fair,
no, Mark,
AJ, I think where you got it wrong is Julius actually has amazing eyelashes. Look at that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fuck
there
out
we
my
go.
face.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Fuck out my face.
Mark, nobody's making
Please
any
don't on
fucking
the regular.
money.
What you
fucking
do, man?
Venezuela. What are you talking about?
Oh man.
What the fuck?
They got, man, they're messing with you tonight, Julius.
Oh shit. Nah, but real shit. I just like that it exposes, honest to God, I know that they're not gonna fight, Mark, and you're 100% right. I know that, or at least I'm not holding my breath for that, but it allows us to accentuate what we already know. They're like, look, Ugas is tied up and Spence still don't want to fight this man. Ugas is tied up. If you was okay to unify with Ugas, right? Why would you not be okay to unify with Crawford? Now, I know why. I've been saying why for 4 years. Because you don't motherfucking want it. You know what's going to happen. You know. That's why you was at the Triad fight watching Pulev get busy with Frank Mir. Because you know what time
Fucking
it is.
Triad fight. Shut the.
The Trigon, the Tripod, the whatever.
Triage.
The triage. That's what Spence gonna end up if he fight Crawford in triage.
You saying he's gonna crash into a tree this time?
I said the triage at the hospital. Hospital. The hospital.
Trash.
The trash. He gonna end up in the trash. All right. Fucking sick of the bullshit. I think we covered all the subjects that I wanted to cover. Gentlemen, see you on the next live.
You selfish prick.
Those pretty eyes.
Oh man.